Aquarius. How are we doing? Aquarius. Yeah, welcome to your Vedic Tarot reading. So this is going to be for week commencing the 27th of October. So the way that we're going to do it is that we're going to go over your Vedic Astrology for the week, and then after we're going to be pulling out a card from the tarot deck. This is actually the original tarot deck as well. Do you know, I was thinking about getting some more, but I mean, this one seems to be working pretty good. It's the Rider Waite tarot deck by A.E. Waite, and it's actually really interesting because it comes with a card in there that explains the history of the tarot and like where all of the imagery comes from. And there's a lady, Pamela something, I can't remember her name, but anyway, she was a member of the Golden Order of the Hermetic Dawn. So anyone that's kind of into that kind of esoteric side of things knows what I'm talking about in the symbology there. Maybe one for a different video, but anyway, let's get into your reading, shall we? So Aquarius, right, what we see here is the moon enters into the sign of Sagittarius. So the sixth house lord is going sixth from itself. So that's fantastic news, removing obstacles when it comes to health problems, financial problems, anything like that. You have absolutely zero competition at this time. In fact, it's a good time. Good time to enter any kind of competition. If you're into sports, so for example, I love Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, good time to enter. If you're into, I'm trying to think about what else is competitive that isn't basically sport related. A painting contest, I don't fucking know, but something like that. So you'll basically have a ton of support from work, social circle, all of these kinds of things. Perhaps you'll meet someone and they invest into you, your organization. They empower you. They give you the strength that you felt that you needed. I mean, you didn't need it anyway, like it was always within you, but you felt that you kind of needed something else. And you'll have the entirety of your environment backing you up, which is fantastic. Fantastic stuff. So it's important. So basically, during this transit as well, so you got Saturn looking with the tenth aspect of the moon here. So what that means is that you're going to need a lot more discipline in life. Things aren't going to come necessarily easily towards you, like towards like the mid of the week. Start of the week, all good. Middle of the week, make sure that you keep up the momentum that you've had from the start of the week, and don't get complacent. Don't think, oh yeah, I've done the work. Like look at Monday and Tuesday, it was incredible. Wednesday, Thursday might not be. So just make sure that you've got that momentum going. Keep it up. It'll all be absolutely fine. So say for example as well, like there are things like timekeeping as well. So if you've got any social invites with friends, small things like that, just be a person of your word. You should be doing that anyway. Not saying that you're not, but everyone should be doing that anyway. So if they say, hey, look, meet us at the bar at 7 p.m., get there for like 6:55, just to be on the safe side. It's very German. So I live out here in Munich, so it's very, yeah, that's kind of crept into, and it's a good quality to have. It's a very good quality to have. So yeah, and also it's a great time for charitable work, philanthropy, social events, social work, just charity, just all that kind of thing. Very good. So Mars, the 10th house lord, enters into its own. So it enters in the 10th. So fantastic news for work, because Jupiter from the house of your workplace, the 6th house, is putting the 5th aspect on Mars. So say for example, if you're in real estate, construction, engineering, IT, mechanical engineering, software, any kind of engineering is going to be next level. Any kind of engineering is just going to be absolutely incredible. Yeah, really good. Really good. And you've also got Mars and Rahu as well nowadays. So Mars is what? Mars is the aggressor, the doer, and Rahu is all illusion, fantasy. So a good example of a career like that is probably AI. It's probably AI. So if you're in an AI based career, very good time, real good time, because it's all illusion based, right? AI, it's not real. But it feels real, but scarily fucking real. But anyway, so then we've got the transit of the moon going into the 12th house here. So it creates a Viprit Raj Yoga. Great stuff. Great stuff. So if you're looking into moving to a foreign country, if you're looking into visa work, if you're looking into going on a pilgrimage, something like that, all of the unnecessary fear is gone. It's wiped out. Absolutely wiped out. Again, you might want to look at your Mahadasha and Antardasha, but to be completely honest, even with your Mahadasha and Antardasha, it will be absolutely fine. I mean, I'm quite fortunate. My Ishtadev is Bhairav, so your Ishtadev can also affect that and make it even stronger. But regardless, everyone's going to be fine during this time. Very, very fine during this time. Your subconscious mind is also really strong. It's probably one of the only readings whereby but because basically the moon has had pretty bad placements in the rest of the ascendant readings, so creating mind fog, anxiety, all that kind of thing, which is totally unnecessary. But your subtle mind here is fine, and the moon is ruling the mind, first house. So yeah. The only thing that I would say is that you're not going to have any anxiety, or you're not going to be worried or overthinking or anything like that. But what can happen is that when you do have the moon and Rahu together in this house, it can be like a dual personality that you have. You could be living like two different lives. So don't be jealous, don't be rude, just avoid all of that kind of thing. Avoid unnecessary confrontation. Because where you have got that dual personality, it might be such that you're really nice to some people, and then you come across as a bit harsh to other people, and they're like, or even if it's the same person, it's just like you might be someone in the office and you're having a stressful day, and like it's great at the start. It's like, hey, yeah, da da da, I've got you a coffee, da da da, and then 2-3 hours later, like you're stressed, and they're just like, hey, yeah, so and you're just like, leave me alone, like just leave me alone. So that can happen. So just be careful of that. We can't all be pure, right? We're all human. I know I certainly am. So yeah, everyone has to work on that kind of quality though. But one thing I would say is that it's a bad time for cosmetic surgeries because of the placement of Venus this weekend. So avoid such things. Venus in the 8th house and all the various aspects around it. Don't do a tit job, lip fillers, hair transplant. I know people get like dimple injections here. It's weird. I don't want to judge or anything like that, but it's just not my kind of cup of tea. But anyway, overall, probably one of the better readings that I've seen for this week. So Aquarius, that's fantastic. Now you just okay. What's flip? Oh, not a bad card. Okay, the Star card is probably like the second best card in the deck. So that's fantastic. So I mean, it's all eyes on you. You're going to be very attractive during this time as well, which is fantastic. Just be careful of that final week. Just be careful of your words, actions. But other than that, travel plans, amazing. Career, amazing. Finance, amazing. Health, amazing. Just be careful of that towards the end of the week, especially because you could have kind of like two ways of thinking or approaching things, or coming across even though you might not you might not even be aware of it. So anyway, Aquarius, thank you so much for your time. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care then.